My name is Margaret Hale.
My name is Nicholas Higgins. This is my daughter, Bessie Higgins. Why do you ask?
Well, I thought that I might come and bring a basket. Excuse me. At home, when my father was a clergyman, of course.
A basket? What would we want with a basket? We've little enough to put in it.
I don't much like strangers in my house. I dare say in the south, where you come from, a young lady such as yourself feels she can wander into anyone's house whenever they feel like it. But up here, we wait to be asked into someone's parlour before we go charging in.
Excuse me, Mr. Higgins. Bessie, I didn't mean any offence.
That's what I reckon you can come if you want. But you'll not remember us. I'll bet on that.
Margaret! What's the matter? Are you unwell?
It must be Mr. Thornton's mother.
Oh, there's no mistaking that stern brow. Oh, that must be the sister. What a deal of starch. It would take someone all day to iron that petticoat. Where will we put them, Mamma? I don't think the two of them fit in here.
How exquisite. I haven't seen English point work quite like that for years.
Our Milton craftsmanship can compare with the very best.
I suppose you are not musical, as I see no piano.
I am fond of music, but I cannot play well myself. As you can see, this house would hardly bear a grand instrument. We sold ours when we moved.
Yes, these rooms are far too small for entertaining. Our staircases are wider than the whole width of this room. I wonder how you can exist without a piano. It almost seems to me a necessity of life.
There are concerts here, I believe.
Oh, yes, rather crowded. They'll let in anybody. But we have whatever is the fashion in London. A little later, unfortunately. You know London, of course.
Oh, yes. I lived there with my aunt and cousin for a while.
Oh, London and the Alhambra. They are the two places I long to see.
The Alhambra?
Yes, ever since I read the tales of the Alhambra. Do you know them?
I don't think so. But it's a very easy journey to London, and not half so far.
Yes, but Mamma has never been to London. She cannot understand why I long to go. She's very proud of Milton. Dirty, smoky place that it is. I can't wait to leave.
May I ask why you chose to come and live in Milton? I mean, why did you leave? Wherever it was.
Helston. Well, it was my husband's decision. It was a matter of conscience.
But Mr. Hale is no longer a clergyman, I thought.
My husband very much enjoys his lessons with Mr. Thornton. I think it makes him feel young again.
Classics are all very well for men who loiter their lives away in the country or in colleges. But Milton men ought to have all their energies absorbed by today's work. They should have one aim only, which is to hold and maintain an honourable place amongst the merchants of this country. Go where you will. The name of John Thornton of Milton, manufacturer and magistrate, is known and respected amongst all men of business, and sought after by all the young women in Milton.
Not all of them, surely.
If you had a son like mine, Mrs. Hale, you would not be embarrassed to sing his praises. If you can bear to visit our dirty, smoky home, we shall receive you next week.
Mrs. Thornton. Well, what a splendid house. But do you not find the proximity to the mill a little, noisy?
Never. I've not become so fine as to forget the source of my son's power and wealth. The mill is everything. There is no other factory like it in Milton. This house is my son's achievement.
Did I tell you, Thornton, about the price of raw cotton I found in Le Havre?
I believe you did.
Come on, Thornton. Even you can spot a bargain when you see it. Cotton's a great deal cheaper from the Caribbean than from America.
Nonsense. I'll bet you Egyptian cotton is still much cheaper.
I don't believe they can offer those prices for long. They'll be bankrupt in a year and we'll have our supply interrupted. I'd rather pay more and have a steady supply through Liverpool. Others can do as they wish, we'll all lose in the end.
Thornton's as straight as they come. He won't risk Marlborough Mill in any risky enterprise, even if it means passing up the chance to speculate.
But that's the best way, surely. With so many lives depending on the factory's continued success. Well, that would be the Christian way.
By the way, everyone, we hear the latest over clamouring for a new wheel.
I thought you had agreed to the wheel.
Yeah, well, I had. First, the men threatened to turn out if I didn't install the infernal wheel, which would have cost me £600.
The wheel blows away the strands of cotton that flies off in the sorting rooms. It helps keep the fluff off the work as long as it doesn't stop it, but it does help.
So, what was the problem?
Well, some of the workers started claiming they'd need more money to work in a place with a wheel.
What?
Yes, believe me, that had to make them hungry.
Yeah.
Even hungrier than they claim they always are.
The wheel would make them hungry?
Yes, I swear. Some of them said that if I put the wheel in, there wouldn't be so much fluff to swallow, so their bellies would be emptier. Yes. So, and this is the beautiful part. They were saying I'd have to pay them more. And now the men are split amongst themselves and can't agree to what they want. So, I've been spurred £600, and the men have only themselves to thank for the carding rooms being like Christmas every day with all that sneezing.
Oh, come on, Thornton. Sure you wouldn't approve of your workers telling you what to pay them?
I've had a wheel in all my sheds for these past 2 years.
I won't fool you. I can't see profit in it.
And there is no immediate profit. None that you can count in pounds, shillings and pence.
But? Well, there is a but, isn't there?
But my workers are healthier. Their lungs don't clog so easily. They work for me longer. The children work for me longer. Even you can see the profit in that.
But surely, it's the right path, also.
Sound business sense, Mr. Hale, and I cannot operate under any other moral law. I do not run a charitable institution. My workers expect me to be hard, but truthful. I always tell them how things are, and they either take it or they leave it.
Harkness has always tried little tricks with his workers.
Now, you've got to keep them on their toes. It's a war, and we masters have to win it or go under.
Here he is.
Mama, I have a letter from Edith. Would you like me to read it to you? She sends love from Aunt Shaw.
I wonder that your father prefers the company of Milton trades.
There wasn't enough to do already. We've got no help to speak of. I have to do everything. It's all the master's fault.